How's it going, beautiful people? I'm the girl from Oz. Welcome back to Imposter Factory. So, last episode, Linry and I, we're Quincy, that's right. We're kind of having a bit of a falling out because she's choosing her career over poor little Quincy here. And it happens a lot. It's just one of those things that happens and they drift apart. But hopefully they can find each other in the end. I guess we'll find out. Oh. Oh. Hey. What's happened here? The premise is closed. Are you affiliated? I work here. Linry. Al, what's going on? Was that Louis? It didn't work. The investors were already here, and we were waiting and... So Louis, he did the demo in your place, but they wanted a live test. He did the demo in my place? Dr. Haynes and Dr. Yu are still inside, talking with the others. They said... Linry, wait! Oh my god. This is not good. Can we hear what this guy's saying? No. Nope. Oh my goodness. So maybe she should have died before them. Oh god, everyone's standing in the hallway. But what good is a memory interfacing machine if it kills the user? We don't know that for sure. It's just one failed attempt. Well, good luck with more attempts under all that regulations this is going to trigger. We are under the radar. We can get around those. No, you were under the radar. Yeah, and now you're like totally over it. What? Either way, if there's a fundamental incompatibility with writing the memories, that surely doesn't bode well for the core of the project. Oh, you bunch are so pessimistic. Haven't you heard of pivoting? Let's not lose our heads over a little setback. How is this a little setback? Yeah, what's even the point of a memory interfacing if they die in the process? Well... Linry. Wait, Linry. So, is this the same interface thing that they used in To the Moon? Did I get rid of that hair finally? I saw something fly off me then. I think I did. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. My nose is free. Okay. So we march off. They talk to us, her. We march off again by leaving the suitcase behind. Okay, she's fake. Okay, so... make it back home. Hey, you're back early. What's wrong? I want to go. You want to go live at the residence? No. I want to go see the world with you. I wish I could travel more with Matthew. Like, we've just never had the money to do that. And then I was seriously considering taking out a whole lot of money. Not a whole lot, like probably $5,000, like as a loan from the bank a few years ago. And going to Japan for a few weeks, just like, fuck it, let's just go. And I was getting so ready to book everything, and then COVID happened, and Matt and I just haven't been able to get into a situation where we can just go off and do that again. It's because then I started my nursing career and all this sort of thing, and it just you just don't know what tomorrow will bring. You don't even know what today, like later today, will bring. You know, it's just, yeah. And like, I'm 30 now, and I haven't even seen the world. I haven't seen it. It just sucks. Man, I've always loved music in these games. It's so nice. I must say, I don't feel the need to go to Stonehenge. And you can't even walk up to it anymore like this. It's like you're 100 meters away from the place. It's all fenced off and stuff. So I'm definitely not interested in seeing it. Like, it's just rocks. Now the pyramids, that's something else. But they always get graffitied on, and like people etch their names into it and stuff. Like, people just love vandalizing stuff like that. I had this real fascination with Egypt when I was a kid. Like, any project I could, I would do projects on it. I don't know, it was just like the glitz and the glamour, like all the shiny stuff. It was just really cool. It was just so foreign. It was so foreign. Like, I didn't really learn about Asian culture. So I guess like Egypt was like the first real foreign thing to come across. I'm obsessed with like Asian culture. It's so, like, both cultures are very, very old. I don't know, I've had a very westernized culture. So, and Australia doesn't really have its own. It's weird. Like, I don't know how to sort of explain it. I just really want to go somewhere and experience something different. So Europe doesn't really interest me all that much. I would like to go there one day, but I think I'd rather go to places like, I don't know, I'd really love to go to Japan. I'd like to go to South Korea a lot. Thailand, I wouldn't mind going there, but I find Thailand's a bit touristy. Like, I just want to be deep in the markets and just seeing the local people and what they do and what they eat and how they live, and just, yeah, it'd just be so cool. And I guess that's one thing that I've really enjoyed about YouTube, is like talking to you guys. Like, you're literally all over the damn place. Got people from Poland, Argentina, like Spain, Saudi Arabia. That's kind of crazy. Like, you know, and of course America and all those boring places. Love you guys. But like, you know, I've been able to see like different cultures in ways that I just wouldn't otherwise. And yeah, I think that's why I like doing this sort of thing. Listening to your stories, what you eat. I like food. I just like trying different things. Look at that. I like them. That's cute. I think it's got a leaf in front of it though, doesn't it? It's a bit insecure, mate. She doesn't seem to be too impressed. I wish that her eyes went like that. I think that would have been hilarious in the end. Like, just like utter amazement and surprise. Oh, 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 that's gonna hurt. Oh, this is sweet. Hey, Quince. I'm glad we went on this trip. It cost a few bob. We'll come back again one day. I got a friend in Malta at the moment. Oh no, I think she's going to France today. But she spent the last week in Malta. And like my dad's family are from Malta. So, he was never in Malta. I think it was his grandfather. So my great-great-grandfather was there. Oh boy. Linry? All good things must come to an end. You alright? Yeah, just a bit airsick from the bumpy flight, I think. Are you sure? I've never seen you get airsick before. I'll give your doctor a call. Let's get you checked just to be sure. Okay. Yeah. I want to know what she has. Oh. Yeah, so it seems. Congratulations. Wonder what they've been up to. Pardon me, is this not planned? I mean, no, but doctor, my files. Yes, I know about your condition. Then, can I really still? Honestly, it's a legitimate concern. But how do I put this? Most people have some form of hereditary risk factors to pass on, Linry. Bam. Now, if something with extreme risk like Huntington's, deterrence might be called. But with other serious but common types such as cancer, then it's typically not. So she does have cancer. Your rare condition, on the other hand, although also severe, it falls somewhere in between. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not exactly encouraging it, and there are other issues, but this is a decision that only you two can make. It's kind of interesting how people can just go off and have children without a second thought. Like, it's such a huge commitment. Like, it's an incredibly scary thing to do, and like, you should not go into something like that unless you are absolutely ready for it. Like, it's scary. It's scary. It's gonna be interesting to see what they think of it. What are you thinking? Are we really considering this? Well, if you were living in Texas right now, you wouldn't have much of a choice now, would you? Like, it's terrible. Oh my goodness. I don't know, but we have to make a decision. You did say you wanted a family, right? Yeah, but this is about more than just what I want. I mean, not long ago, I was still preoccupied about my own livelihood. I suppose been doing well lately, but still. Maybe we can book some tests. Medical advances have come a long way. That only tell us the odds. It'd be a risk either way. And even with all that aside, to become parents at all? What about you, Quince? I mean, would you even want to start a family? Honestly, before my grandmother passed away, she was the only family I had for so long. I can barely remember being together with my parents, but I still remember the feeling. To have our own family, honestly, that sounds rather nice. But as you said, this is about more than just that. Bloody Facebook, hang on, I'll turn off my phone. I've got no one calling me now. There we go. I'm afraid, Quince. Me too. But it's our decision to bear. For what it's worth, just know that whichever we choose, I'll see it through with you till the end. There's that line again, to the end. Maybe they thought that, I'm trying to think, like, why didn't she have contraception? Because, I mean, one of the big things about, like, in America and stuff, like, contraception's, like, incredibly expensive from what I've heard. Sorry, I have to fiddle with something. I dropped my bloody cable tie. But maybe I've got the feeling that maybe she had cancer. And so with chemotherapy and radiotherapy, you can lose, like, the ability to have kids through that. It's something that I don't talk about enough. I was watching a documentary not long ago where this boy who was only 14 years old, he suddenly had, like, I think it was a brain tumor. It was really bad, and he had to go through intense chemo and radiotherapy. And his stepmom at the time said, before you get started, you need to save your sperm. And the boy, like, you know, this is a 14-year-old having a chat with his stepmom about, you know, wanking off into a cup and saving his sperm until he was, like, older to have kids, And thank goodness he did, because, you know, 10 or so years later, or however long later, he met this wonderful woman and they decided to have kids together. And sure enough, you know, his sperm wasn't viable, and so he had to get it from out of the bank, and that's how he was able to have kids. You know, it's really, really interesting. So where it goes back to this, like, maybe they weren't using protection because they thought maybe she was infertile, but obviously this guy, Quincy, our man here, he's obviously got some studs working with him. got there in the end. What's the white coat? Oh, it's her lab coat, duh. Does that mean that I have to pick up this cable tie? I don't know what it is, but I just like fiddling with it at the moment. It helps me think. Maybe this is like a sign that she's hanging up the coat and deciding to have a family. Because that's the other thing that, like, women consider these days and why they don't want to have kids. Like, it takes a lot out of you. It takes so much out of you for 9 months, and then afterwards as well, the hormones and the energy to get your body isn't right for, like, months afterwards, like after giving birth, or even having a C-section and things. Like, it's such a serious decision. Like, I commend people that can go there and do that, because it's just, yeah, I certainly do not underestimate it. And right there. Yep. There's the heartbeat. Did you say heartbeat? I see it. And over here is the arm. We got an arm, Linry! And the other arm. Wow. God, that must be a surreal experience. Having a parasite in you. Well, wriggling inside, sucking the life out of you. Yeah, that's the dream. No, good on you guys. Oh, they're looking at other people's kids. Comfy shoes for sure. And don't forget your prenatal vitamins. Yes, folate. You need to have that. But most importantly, sleep. So you can have something to reminisce about. Yes, sleep is vital. I think that's the biggest thing that's like the killer of relationships after a kid is like no sleep. Well, we were thinking about Tobias if a boy and Gabrielle if a girl. Oh, those are both lovely names. Dear, come on, this is wonderful news. Yeah. Take extra good care, okay, Lynn? I will. By the way, you know you can already find out, right? Wait, find out what? The gender. I wonder if any of you guys have got kids. And if you found out. I don't think I'd want to find out, to be honest. Well, it looks like... Dun, 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 dun. What is it? Yep, it's a boy. They always pick boy. Late night ice cream. Oh, and this one. This will look adorable on little Toby. That looks a little big for a newborn, Mum. Oh, Lynn. We won't have time to shop like this when the time comes. Yeah. The biggest advice that I've actually, my first placement, I actually worked on a mental health ward as well as a mother-baby unit for women suffering from not PTSD, postnatal depression. Because your hormones, like I said, your hormones, man, they're all over the place and you just do not think straight. You don't think straight. And these poor women, they were really struggling. And then like not being able to bond with your baby as well is really tough. But yeah, you definitely don't have time to do any of this because like they feed every 4 hours or something ridiculous. And it's just, you're just constantly milking yourself. Literally. You turn into a cow. How's this? And this? And what about this? Dickers. Stop it. You gotta startle the baby. Ready? Here we go. Hey! It's a little anticlimactic when we got spoiled already. Shh. I'm not gonna let you miss the chance for a reveal party. Now, I definitely won't be having one of those. Well, at least you're not using a smoke machine. Yeah, it's true. I don't believe in reveal parties. I think it's just another way to gouge you of all your money. Like, I totally, like, I'm fine with people having them. It's just another price gouging thing from consumers, like retail operators and things. It's like, you have to have this and you have to have that. And I was going to mention this at the baby shop thing. Like, never go into one of those. Like, people buy way too much stuff for kids. It's just disgusting. And, like, they grow out of it so quickly. You need that money for the rest of their lives. Like, it's all well and good to spend all of this money at the beginning, but then you're sort of like, oh shit, no, I've got this thing for the next 30 years now people are living at home. I felt a kick. That was just my stomach growling. Oh yeah, maybe dinner first. Wait, was that your stomach too? No. That wasn't? Nope. That wasn't your stomach? Yep, still beating strong in there, the little guy. Now, because we didn't see a kid later on, I do wonder if something bad happened. And seems like... Oh, god damn it, Diddy, why? What is it? Is something wrong with the baby? No, the baby seems fine. It's just... You know, just out of precaution, let me book a couple extra tests in the coming weeks. Mm-hmm. All good things must come to an end. Your childhood home, huh? Yeah. I wanted to take you here for a long time now. If only we lived closer to it. Better late than never. So, is this where you keep your nostalgic treasures? Well, there's always something. Didn't realise the bar had gone up so much. Wow. You sure read a lot as a kid. Yeah, I love to. I love to do that too. I remember, it's kind of funny, I was watching Netflix the other day and they've got Shania Twain on there, like an interview of Shania Twain. I'm sure a lot of you guys would know her. And it was interesting because she is my childhood in a way. I read so much as a kid and I used to have, not floppy disks, just, what are they called? Cassette tapes. I used to have cassette tapes that would read stories like Beauty and the Beast. No, Black Beauty and The Secret Garden and other ones. But it was Black Beauty and Secret Garden that I actually listened to like over and over and over again. I just loved them. And I to a point, I remembered Black Beauty off by heart. It was ridiculous. Like, yeah. And I think my mum was trying to get me away from that. So one Christmas, it was so odd. These are the first CDs that I ever received in my life. I got the Backstreet Boys Millennium and Shania Twain, like her sort of greatest hits compilation sort of thing, like Coming Over and all that sort of thing. And that's how I started getting into music. I think they just wanted me to stop reading and stop listening to tapes and stuff all the time. So yeah, I remember it as clear as day because I remember I opened it up and I remember being so confused. I was like, I don't have CDs. What are these? This was like in the year 2000. So by that point I was 8 years old and they were my first CDs. Yeah. It's terrible. It made me feel like I lived many different lifetimes. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's weird how I can imagine you saying that as a kid with a straight face. Huh? The Little Prince. Yeah, my dad gave this to me so many years ago. That was the one that was on her bed. It's strange how as the years went by, its story meant something different to me. Hey, let's bring it back. Maybe we can read it to Toby one day. Toby. Linry? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just... That's not good. Oh, it's back to that red and blue. I can't believe our character didn't remember any of this. Are you sure? I'm afraid so. We've ran multiple scans. The development is acute and it seems to be worsening rapidly. Why now of all times? And the baby? The baby appears to be fine, but... Well, because we caught this so early, there's time to treat you, Linry. That's good. It's not certain, but the prognosis is decent if we start treatment immediately. Wait, start immediately? Is that okay? For the baby, unfortunately, no. We need to prematurely induce birth before starting treatment. Okay, so is she at least 26 weeks then? Induce birth? But it's too early. I know. We have facilities to try and keep the baby alive in that case, but a birth this early is often not without lasting complications. And if we withhold my treatment until he's ready, then we miss the optimal window to help you. There should be time for the baby to continue development uninterrupted, but for you, even in the best case, delayed treatment would still result in a life-altering impairment. And in the worst case, well... Doctor, we need you in room 5. I'll give you 2 a moment to think about it. I know it's difficult, but given its nature, you need to make a decision promptly. I'm sorry you have to choose. What were we even thinking? How did I ever think this would be a good idea? It's my fault. Oh, God. You wouldn't have if it weren't for me. That's not what It was all like a hazy dream, you know? Traveling the world with you, preparing for the baby. This past year, it was all so normal. I just didn't want to wake up. You should get the treatment. What? I'm saying it so you don't have to. Quincy, I'll do my best to take care of him regardless. But it's the only way that you will even be able to. That's not fair to him. Neither would it be for him to grow up without a mum. That's something that we should have thought of way before. We made a mistake, okay? I made a mistake. We can't change the past, but we can still decide from this point on. Quince, we can't lose you. Now, it's true, technology is a lot better than what it used to be, but there's still significant risks in having a child prematurely, I think. The earliest you can sort of have it is at like 26 weeks. Generally, they like to push it out as close to 30 weeks as they can, because 26 is really premature. A baby's normally born around between 36 and 40 weeks. I'm hoping something good will happen in this one, because it's not turning out like that. But yeah, like, favorite, subscribe. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, guys, and I'll see you again soon, okay? Take care now. Okay, then. Here. The cat! Oh. What is this? Your bodyguard. My bodyguard? Yeah. He protect. Okay, I'll be back soon. Good luck. What? Wait.